Louisiana beer reviews, the original Clubtails Bahama Mama. 10% alcohol, this premium cocktail, tropical fusion of sensational strawberry, cherry, and citrus. This is, like they say right here on the label, flavored ale. It's a flavored ale with natural flavors and caramel color, and it's made in Quebec, Canada by Geloso Beverage Group. I did some research. It's sold around here at various places, not everywhere. Mathern's had it. I just saw it all of a sudden, and they had this display, $1.69 a can. I figured, I don't know what this is, but I said flavored ale. Okay, give it a chance. I tried the Long Island iced tea. Even though it had an unusual flavor, it was a good flavor. It seemed like it was pretty well made, so I gave it an A. Let's check this one out. There's so many flavors, I'm not going to try them all. Just figured I'd get a little sample of this. When the Clubtails canned cocktails came out, and by the way, this one is also sold in bottles. When that came out in 1969 by Hublin, supposedly, or apparently, from what I could tell, it was a canned hard liquor cocktail, okay? And it was 48 proof. That's how they sold it, 48 proof. At some point, it was redone as a beer cocktail concoction, okay? And they got away from vodka, gin, rum, whatever. Maybe for some kind of regulatory reasons or tax reasons. But it would have been interesting to try those spirits-based concoctions. I did see that they have some other companies making that today, though. Spirit-based canned and bottled, or I don't know about bottled, but canned cocktails. Premix. This is orange. Very bright, almost like alert orange. Like you might take black and you could put road construction ahead. Bubbly, not much head of foam, very thin little bit of white foam, little crickle crackle, not much going on. So do you like artificially colored flavored beers? If you do, and very strong flavored beers, 10%, this might be one for you. Yeah, it's a strong fruit flavor, fruit punch flavor really. I meant to say aroma. A lot of carbonation, prickly, not super prickly or super duper amount of carbonation, but a lot of it. Very sugary. It's like if you went to a wedding reception or christening reception and they had fruit punch, it would taste like this. And oftentimes people will spike the punch. I don't know if it'll get up to 10% alcohol per volume, you know, doubt that, but in a big punch bowl. But do you pick up the alcohol with this? I don't really know. So if booziness puts you off, this would be perfect because it doesn't present that. The body's kind of heavy, like high medium, kind of a strange drying finish that I didn't get in the Long Island iced tea. So I'm thinking that it's got to be the case that they're using high fructose corn syrup. It has to be that. Oh well, you know, Anheuser-Busch uses that in most of their flavored beers, and that seems to not be hurting their sales. Look at Coke and Pepsi and RC Cola. They're all using high fructose corn syrup. They sell like crazy. Although I do prefer, if I was going to drink a soft drink, and I really wouldn't, I would prefer the ones that use real sugar instead of the syrup. They seem to taste better. to me. So it does have that kind of strange drying sensation. I think maybe a little bit of the alcohol starting to come into play because the ale, you know, the barley malt, and probably they have corn as an adjunct. I don't think it would be rice, but that's starting to come in too. You get an undercurrent of beer, strong beer. So I don't know what a Bahama Mama is supposed to taste like. I know these people around here all the time are going to daiquiris and company in the daiquiri shop, and they go in sometimes and hang out, but a lot of them just go to the drive-thru and get drive-thru daiquiris here. So I don't drink that, so I don't know what they're supposed to taste like, but I figure they're all sweet, and those are wildly popular in Louisiana. People constantly drinking that stuff. So I guess this would be a good alternative to a daiquiri. I know the orange one, I guess that's the Bahama Mama over there. At one of those places they use diesel, which is 190 proof. Diesel, pure corn liquor. Guess you call it moonshine. I see people drinking those big old styrofoam cups of I think that's what it is, the Bahama Mama, whatever the orange one is. Tastes like this. I tried it once, a little sample. It had that strange drying effect. They'll just become both. Like I'll see them at the baseball game drinking that college baseball game, and as the game goes on, they get louder and more belligerent. And I say that lady's really getting drunk off that. But they sell them like crazy. I'll go with a 92, an A-. It's still in the the excellent range. I know these have been around here for about 2 years, maybe longer. I've seen it, but I never tried it because I didn't know what it was, and I was concentrating on other things. I just overlooked it or just paid no real attention to it. But yeah, I could see how this could have a presence in this part of the country. I don't know about where you live, but so interesting. Not my thing. It's not my bag, but I do have to admit that I don't hate it. So 92 out of 100, Laissez-les, Bon Ton Relais, an excellent flavored ale, Canadian flavored ale, and I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.